Yo, Raider Nation, what's good? It's your boy, hyped up and ready to dive into some massive Las Vegas Raiders news. Buckle up, because today we're talking about our fearless leader, Maxx Crosby, and how he's gearing up to take the Raiders to the promised land in 2025. This ain't just another season. It's a new era, and Crosby's words are firing us up. Picture this. Maxx Crosby, the heart and soul of the Raiders defense, stepping up to the mic on SportsCenter, dropping truth bombs about his recovery, the team's changes, and his relentless drive to dominate. This guy's not just a player. He's a force of nature. So what did he say that's got us all buzzing? Let's unpack it. Crosby's coming off a tough 2024, where injuries sidelined him for the first time in his career. But don't sleep on him. He's back, stronger than ever, and ready to lead the silver and black to the playoffs for the first time since 2021. The man's been grinding through a 5-month rehab after ankle surgery, and he's feeling like a new beast. What's got you most excited about the Raiders' 2025 season? Is it Crosby's comeback or the new faces in Vegas? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Nation, let's set the stage for why this season could be a game-changer for our Raiders. Stick with me. Things are about to get wild. Maxx Crosby, the unstoppable force. Raider Nation, let's talk about why Maxx Crosby is the undisputed king of the Raiders' defense. This dude's not just good. He's arguably the best defensive player in the NFL, period, with a career stat line that screams superstar. 52 sacks, 88 tackles for loss, and 369 pressures since 2014. He's a nightmare for quarterbacks. But here's the thing. Crosby's never satisfied. Every offseason, he levels up, becoming a better version of himself. In 2024, he faced his first real setback, missing games due to that ankle injury. But true to form, he's turned adversity into fuel, and he's ready to unleash havoc in 2025. On SportsCenter, Crosby said, "I'm flying again. I haven't felt this good in a long time. Can you feel the energy?" That's the mindset of a leader who's not just playing for himself, but for the entire Raider Nation. He's not just recovering. He's reinventing himself to carry this team. So what do you think Maxx's stat line will look like in 2025? Will he break his own records? Hit us up in the comments, and let's keep this hype train rolling as we dive into the new faces shaking things up in Vegas. All right, Nation, let's talk about the big changes sweeping through Las Vegas. The Raiders have a new sheriff in town, legendary head coach Pete Carroll, the Super Bowl 48 champ who's ready to bring his winning blueprint to the silver and black. This hire's got us all buzzing with hope. Crosby's fired up about Carroll's arrival, and for good reason. Pete's all about discipline, competition, and building a culture that wins. After years of inconsistency, think Gruden, McDaniels, and Pierce, Carroll's steady hand is exactly what the Raiders need to turn things around. Maxx said it best, "Pete's constantly testing me. He's testing everyone, pushing us to be the best versions of ourselves. It's not fake energy, it's real, every day." That's the kind of leadership that could finally get us over the hump and back to the playoffs. What do you think of Pete Carroll taking the helm? Is he the missing piece for the Raiders? Drop your take below, and let's see how this new regime is setting the stage for 2025. Raider Nation, it's not just about coaching. Our new general manager, John Spytek, is making waves too. Spytek's got a vision, and he's wasting no time rebuilding this roster to compete in the brutal AFC West. His first move? Locking down Maxx Crosby with a massive $106.5 million extension. Talk about a statement. Spytek's not just throwing money around. He's building around our cornerstone. Crosby's deal, which briefly made him the NFL's highest-paid non-quarterback, shows the faith this regime has in him. As Maxx put it, "It's an honor to have a new staff show me that respect." That's loyalty, Nation. But Spytek's not done. He's addressing the Raiders' biggest weaknesses, like last year's league-worst rushing attack and shaky QB play. With strategic moves, he's setting up Crosby and the defense to shine by giving them an offense that can keep up. How do you rate Spytek's offseason so far? Are we building a playoff contender? Let's hear your thoughts as we dive into the new playmakers joining Maxx in Vegas. Hold up, Raider Nation. Let's talk about the quarterback situation. After years of struggling at QB, the Raiders made a bold move, trading for veteran Gino Smith from the Seahawks. This ain't just any pickup. Gino's a proven leader who took Seattle to 3 straight winning seasons. Crosby's hyped about Gino, and it's easy to see why. Gino's a real leader, Max said on Glory Days. I don't have to go and motivate the offense every day like I used to. That's huge. With Gino under center, the Raiders finally have a QB who can command the huddle and keep defenses honest. Smith's familiarity with Pete Carroll is a game changer. Their trust, built in Seattle, means Gino knows exactly what Carroll expects. This could be the spark our offense needs to complement Crosby's defensive dominance. What's your take on Gino Smith as QB1? Can he lead us to the playoffs? Drop your predictions below, and let's see how this offense is shaping up with another key addition, the rookie phenom. Raider Nation, get ready to meet your new favorite running back, Ashton Janney. Drafted 6th overall out of Boise State, this kid's a beast. With 1,970 yards after contact and 170 missed tackles forced in college, Janney's poised to transform our ground game, which was dead last in 2024. Crosby's already singing Janney's praises, calling him a dog who's ready to go all out. That's the kind of energy Max loves, and it's contagious. Janney's not just a rookie. He's a potential offensive rookie of the year candidate who could make defenses fear the Raiders. Pete Carroll's all about competition, and Janney's buying in. Ashton's fun to coach, Carroll said, hinting at the explosive plays we can expect. With Janney in the backfield, our offense might finally give Crosby's defense some breathing room. Who's more exciting to you, Janney's ground game or Gino's arm? Let us know in the comments, and let's keep the hype going as we look at how Max is adapting to all this change. Mindset amid change. Let's get real, Nation. Max Crosby's been through it. 6 years with the Raiders, and he's seen coaches come and go, Gruden, McDaniels, Pierce, and now Carroll. But through all the chaos, Crosby stayed rock solid, showing up with the same fire every day. That's why he's our guy. Adversity is part of the game, Max said. I show up with the same mentality, bring people with me, and we're excited about where we're at. That's not just talk, that's leadership. Crosby's not fazed by change. He thrives on it, and he's ready to rally this team. His ankle surgery was a setback, but it's only made him hungrier. After 5 months of grueling rehab, he's back to flying on the field. That's the Max we know, a relentless warrior who's always pushing to be better. How does Crosby's resilience inspire you as a Raiders fan? Share your thoughts below, and let's see how his leadership is shaping the 2025 squad. Raider Nation, can you feel it? The 2025 season's shaping up to be a defining one for the Las Vegas Raiders. With Crosby anchoring a defense that's got Patrick Graham scheming and Christian Wilkins, if healthy, causing chaos, we're ready to take on the AFC West best. The goal's clear, playoffs. The Raiders haven't tasted postseason glory since 2021, and Crosby's determined to change that. His 2024 season was cut short by injury, with his lowest sack total since 2020, but he's poised for a monster comeback. Analysts are already eyeing him for Defensive Player of the Year. With Gino Smith, Ashton Janney, and Brock Bowers powering Chip Kelly's offense, the Raiders could be a dark horse in 2025. One analyst even predicts a 10-win season, but it's a tough road. Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers all made the playoffs last year. Can the Raiders shock the NFL and make the playoffs? What's your bold prediction for 2025? Hit the comments, and let's talk about how Crosby's leading us to glory. Thunder inspiration. Here's a curveball. Nation, Max Crosby's drawing inspiration from the NBA's Oklahoma City Thunder? That's right. He sees parallels between their young, hungry roster and the Raiders' new vibe under Carroll. I want Vegas to be the NFL's Thunder, Max said, and we're here for it. The Thunder, led by stars like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, built a championship culture through grit and teamwork. Crosby's eyeing that same blueprint for the Raiders. Guys like Gino, Janney, and Jacoby Myers stepping up as dogs who'll fight for every yard. This mindset shows how Max thinks beyond the field. He's not just chasing sacks, he's chasing a legacy. With Pete Carroll's culture of competition and Spytek's roster moves, the Raiders are building something special. What do you think of Crosby's Thunder comparison? Can the Raiders become the NFL's next big thing? Drop your take below as we wrap up this epic journey. Ahead for Raider Nation. Raider Nation, we're at the finish line, but the journey's just beginning. Max Crosby's ready to lead the Las Vegas Raiders into a new era, with Pete Carroll, John Spytek, Gino Smith, and Ashton Janney fueling the charge. This is our year to show the NFL what the silver and black can do. Crosby's words ring true. It's not about what I've done, it's about what I'm about to do. With a $106.5 million vote of confidence and a chip on his shoulder, Max is set to dominate in 2025. The Raiders are no longer a punchline. They're a team on the rise. So what's next? Training camp's around the corner, and we'll be watching every move. Will Crosby break his sack record? Can jeanty live up to the hype? Stay locked in for more Raiders news as we count down to kickoff. Raider Nation, let's make some noise. Smash that like button, drop your 2025 predictions in the comments, subscribe for more Las Vegas Raiders updates, and share this with every fan you know. Together, we're taking the silver and black to the top. Just win, baby!